Alright, what's up guys? Today I've got a completely different type of video for you here. So I was doing some schoolwork actually. Yes, this is work from one of my classes that you're seeing right now on screen. And this is how do I explain this class? This is like a freshman seminar class that I'm in. I'm a freshman in college. And we basically have this class that teaches us really stupid and pointless stuff, like how to, apply for like financial aid. That's pretty important, but how to like where like the records office is, and like where you can find like teachers. Really, just basic stuff that doesn't really need to be taught in a class for an hour and a half. But today is notoriously stupid. This is about academic integrity, and it talks about some conflicting values or whatever, morality, the morality of like cheating and stuff. And I want to watch this with y'all. A couple of these scenarios proposed because they're pretty wild, and I just want to talk about really my thoughts on them because holy shit.
Imagine you're in a large lecture class and the professor requires everyone to sign in on an attendance sheet on a daily basis. Your best friend can't make it to class today and asks you to sign in for him. It seems like an innocent enough request, but is it ethical? Does it violate academic integrity standards? How do you respond to your friend?
Okay, so right off the bat, right? This is probably something I've asked a friend to do this, at least in high school, and this is probably a problem that pretty much everybody's faced right here. Obviously I would be signing my friend, and this is pretty brainless for me, but let me just show you the point that this video tries to bring up as to why this is wrong, because it's really just stupid.
You might be thinking to yourself, well, who would it hurt? Who would it hurt if I signed in for my friend?
So they ask, who would it hurt? And this is exactly where they go wrong, because realistically, it's not going to hurt anybody, brother. The teacher isn't going to know. Your friend and you are the only two people that are going to know. And it's not going to reflect on the college as a whole. Realistically, nobody's gonna like know that you signed your friend in that day. People aren't gonna like pass you on the street and be like, hey, you going to X college, you signed your friend into that class. That means everybody who comes to this college is a faker and a dropout. And that's exactly the point that they try to make here, ladies and gentlemen. They try to bring it to this crazy, just unbelievably like just delusional extreme that it's completely impractical. Guys, let me show you.
But in truth, it can hurt your friend who isn't going to know the material that he should know, and
That's
it could
fair.
also damage the reputation of the school if it gets out that their graduates don't know the things that they're supposed to know.
Right. So the problem with that, man, is that's completely asinine, bro. That does not make sense on any level. What do you mean that the word will get out that people don't know what they're doing at this specific college? What the fuck are you talking about? How exactly is that going to happen? Is somebody going to use some sort of like spiritual mind wizardry to reach into my memory and pull out the memory of my friend, like, me signing the attendance sheet in for my friend? That's not even going to affect, let me put it this way, it's not even going to affect the teacher that I'm swindling in this situation, that I'm trying to like get away with, something, because like it's not gonna hurt them, because they're not even gonna know, man. They're gonna mark that student here, and at the end of the day, that's it, bro. Your friend may not know the material, but honestly, in my opinion, that's on them. That's their personal choice to make. They say if your friend can't take the absence, but they can, figure out the material online, then that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna be honest. You're just saving your friend time and honestly money. So I don't see what's realistically too wrong with this, man. But this one ain't so bad, right? The second one, man, I got for you guys, bro. Oh my god, the second one is way crazier. So let me check out scenario number 2 real quick. Actually, no, this one is completely reasonable. I remember this one. This one is completely reasonable. I think this one was like, if you procrastinated too long and you have this paper that you got to turn into your class, and it says like, oh, you don't have to plagiarize, you don't have to steal, right? That's obvious. That's reasonable, right? You should probably talk to your professor and see if you get an extension. That's totally reasonable, totally logical right here. This third one is where we go back to the complete just tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist nonsense. This is craziness, bro. Let me show y'all.
How about this situation? You're taking a final exam and notice 2 students talking and sharing test answers. The teacher doesn't seem to notice.
So y'all already know where this is going. Y'all already know what scenario they're gonna talk about here. So, I got quite a bit to say.
What is your responsibility in this scenario? Do you have a responsibility to report what you saw? If so, what's the best way to report it? What are the implications if you do not report it? And why should you care? Some of the most difficult ethical decisions are the ones in which 2 competing values are at odds with each other.
Remember this. She's going to mention conflicting values, okay? Remember this. This is very important for what I have to say.
You want to be a good friend. You want to be loyal to your fellow students, but you also don't want it to be an unfair situation in which some students have advantages that the other students do not have. So you want to take some kind of action. You might be able to contact your professor, perhaps in an email, and just let him or her know that something was going on. Say something like, I saw students collaborating and I...
Bro, first of all, no. Let me say something a little controversial, bro. I totally get what she's saying, but it's the teacher's job to catch the students that are cheating. As a student in the class, brother, if I'm taking a test in that moment, my job is to get my test done, okay? Realistically, that's all I can do. I do that test, I'm out, right? I mind my own business. There is no point where those 2 students talking are going to affect me, right? Unless they're talking that loud, right? They're not going to affect anybody else, and they sure as hell ain't affecting the teacher. So I don't want to hear nothing about you gotta snitch. You gotta become some sort of snitch. You gotta become some sort of op for these people to be, a responsible student. Bro, what? My nigga, what? Like, okay, y'all really gotta understand this, and we gonna bring this back to that morality point she made. Let's say, brother, you see those 2 students talking in the middle of the class, right? Now, this is college, okay? This isn't high school. Here, right, when I'm going to college, it's not the same as going to high school. High school was an obligation, right? College is more of a business. You're going to a place and you're paying to receive some sort of knowledge and, get some sort of, like, I guess get some out of it. But that's all the college is, man. The college is a business, okay? And what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna be out here doing their job, doing these people's jobs for them, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and be patrolling the test room, right? I don't know, bro. I'm not a teacher at the end of the day, right? It's not my job to go around catching the students that are cheating, especially not in the middle of my own test, brother. What? You think I'm gonna, not only am I gonna take, not only am I gonna go out of my way to report these students, but you're actually expecting me to overlook the moral conflict of doing this, right, for some organization. Bro, those two people are two people trying to pass the test. At the end of the day, they could be struggling with money. They could be struggling with all types of stuff, man. I have no idea what's going on in their life. If they want to cheat on their test, man, that's their choice to make, okay? It's not my choice. I get it. It's my choice whether I want to sit there and be a little bitch and snitch about it, but it sure as hell ain't my responsibility. And you're not gonna try and peddle it that way. I'm another student taking a test. You're gonna talk about morals, man. I obviously want especially if those two students are my friends, I want my friends to pass, bro. I could not care less about some organization, bro. I'm going there because I paid to take a class. That's all, bro. That's the only relationship I have with the school. At the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna sit here and be some sort of community college justice warrior. Like I'm a 19-year-old student, bro. I could care less about your organization. When you're talking about morals and values, how would it be morally wrong, right? How is there where is the conflict in values, brother? Where am I like, how in any way is the school supposed to be more important to me than these people on an individual level? The school is an organization. The people are individuals. I'm obviously going to take their side. I can relate to these people, man. These kids are in the same boat as me. For me to sabotage them by by actively literally just going over and saying, hey, I know they're not really affecting anybody. I know this has nothing to do with my life or my test, but these two kids over there are cheating. I'm pretty sure maybe you should do something about that. Like, that's your job, bro. You are supposed to do that. That has nothing to do with me. And I don't care how much I love the teacher, right? If the kids feel like they need to cheat, bro, then they need to cheat. Who am I to sit here and say they don't have to? That is their choice to make. My choice as a student, my responsibility, beyond my choice, my responsibility as a student is to get my job done, brother. It's not to be some sort of op, some sort of narc that goes around patrolling the hallways looking for cheaters, looking for kids who are being academically dishonest. Like, bro, you are getting this all wrong, man. This is crazy that they're even trying to present this to me as if this is supposed to be like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what a model student would do. That is absolutely insane that they even have the audacity to present this to me like that. Brother, do you understand how crazy this is, man? I just think, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting about this. I personally find this fucking unhinged, bro. And just, I could never, as a person working for one of these organizations, I just couldn't put something like this out without like laughing in my own face, bro. I would be sitting there literally laughing at myself. I couldn't do something like this, man. If somebody came up and said, hey, yo, like I would say I'm pretty good with presentations, right? I could definitely speak in one of these videos or something like that. But there's like no way I'm gonna sit here and actually take that seriously. Like, all I'm gonna do is sit there and laugh at the person who brought this idea up to me, bro. This is crazy. This is genuinely delusional. You're expecting students to literally be like narcs, like these little police officers in these classrooms. Like, hey, teacher, I see a student is not being academically honest. Like, that is not my problem, bro. That is not anybody else's problem but the person that's doing it. And I'm gonna go as far as to say, anybody who is like actually reporting that shit, bro, you're being an op, you're being a narc, you're being a loser. You need to focus on your own life. You in college now, motherfucker. This ain't high school anymore where you like, oh, I like the teacher, so I'm gonna be nice to them. You have a job to do, bro. It's honestly pathetic that you're sitting there in the college favoring what these people want you to do over your education. You are crazy and brainwashed, man. But yeah, guys, I just thought this was completely loony, completely messed up, and just really convoluted. I don't understand why these people honestly would even make this point in this video, would even show this to college level students in the first place. Let me know, guys, in the down in the comments if your college has a class as basic and as stupid as this. I don't really think there's a purpose to this class overall. I think it's important for students who may need it, but it's just not important overall to the actual curriculum of studies, especially when it comes to college students. Like, we can figure this stuff out. It's kind of our job at this point in our life to figure this stuff out. Like, you might as well just give us a book and quiz us on it, because there's no, I mean, I'm glad we at least we can go through this goofy shit, because this is a lot better than just straight up reading like a book or something. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is just messed up, and I just want to share it with you guys. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you later.